The Cy-Hawk Trophy. On the one hand, it divides a state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from RAGBRAI to the legendary Water and Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense takes the field. The Hawkeyes dominated the last time they saw the close.
Iowa State had no answers in that game. They just came out, they looked flat, they weren't able to execute. They've got to be ready to answer the bell in this one.
Yeah, and sometimes it gets in your head, Jesse. You know how it is, man. Rivalry games and you haven't had a lot of success. You need something to go your way early to get you some confidence.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Cyclones racing to the line in a hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Tempo and overdrive. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big Ten too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you can tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Hawkeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Smith. And a pickup of 8.
What am I doing wrong on this part? I redshirted him. I put him in. I don't know why. This is the thing. So we should have that. Yes. That's there. And I bet you they didn't do it here either. So you got those. So they did it for the running backs, but not the wide receiver. And I should put Spillman at the slot. Yeah.
Whirl of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. When you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, people in Iowa, they just love football. And this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Jones. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Hawkeyes are on the move. Here's the give off the left side. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Oh, man. Didn't even play last week.
No space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes
Didn't play last week.
Show up and make a play.
You get her on a play where you're not even getting the ball. You're just blocking.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Smith. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find a tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Now they'll run it to the right here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They boot it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Smith. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Gives it on the option. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. The Cyclones headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Got it in the middle with Spillman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Running to Green. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And now he's going to be hurt the whole game? Come on, EA. Why?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Hawkeyes are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision a quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field.
I hate that. Why does the wide receivers have to shift?
Running to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action. Extending the play. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his
You got to
tracks.
stop doing that.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the running back. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. The Cyclones want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Here comes the heat.
That looks so bad. Hey, that looks bad. That looks bad, EA. The dude is right next to him.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver.
Come on, y'all. Come on. And then it's
completion, but they lost yardage.
Oh my gosh, man. This game is so wild with this. Goodness, bro. That's not real. That's not real in the way they administrate
Let's see
that.
what they do on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a little bit of breathing room after that gain. He's out of bounds at the 11. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Snap coming before halftime. They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up. And that
excuse me.
With that,
excuse me.
the guys to see how the fight between
excuse me.
and Iowa State
Oh,
plays
man.
out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary fashion?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it behind the line. It's Whalen. They make make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, the defense is going to have their hands full. They're going to have to find a way to get this tight end doubled because in man coverage, he's just too much. Nobody right now is able to run with him. Big play there on the corner route. I think they're going to have to start giving him safety help.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Give to the single back.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Jones. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
No, it's 5 seconds left. It's 5 seconds left. Why would he jump?
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
So trash.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air.
I'm waiting for you to run it around. How did he do that? Why wouldn't he just turn around for the route? I hate that so much. I'm waiting for him. He's wide open. Turn around. I can throw it to him right now.
Protection, like you saw that last play, giving up the sack. There's a lot this offense
my goodness, bro.
Needs to get better at moving forward.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want to touch
EA, if you have a guy on a delay block, he picks up the blitz. Everybody is by him now, and he turns around. I can throw him the ball. He's an eligible receiver. At the very least, I could spike the ball next to his feet to avoid take the sack. But you take away the icon, I can't even do that. I'm waiting for him. You can't put that into play, and then I do it, and you don't honor it. That is the scenario in which I would throw them off. On.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come
Lee, bro. Everybody's by him. He's wide open. There's not a football player within 20 yards of him, but you don't allow me to do it, and I just got to eat the sack. Pause. Lord knows.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Connection to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up
that
first down.
This is what they do.
Pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to
What they
get
do.
lined up. And you got to communicate.
The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
They do that every time. I'm so sick of it. Now I don't know who's covering who.
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Called down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the
Just
line.
wait. Tackle.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
Tackle him.
Get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And it's right down the boulevard. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Bloomington. They're up 14 over Eastern Michigan. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. The run up the middle, trying to pass.
Run!
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. And
Good God, bro, so
Looks
slow.
as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? Trying trying to hit the sideline on the right. Touchdown, Iowa! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Cyclones will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
My goodness. That's why you can't do it without that. You have to play in a specific look, or you're going to get beat on all of that. So you can't modify
What
it.
a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires
No. Game. The tight end is that fast. He catches the ball and then gains 6 yards of separation as soon as he gets it.
Touchdown, Cyclone!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field.
Come on, man.
He can make DBs miss.
Look at, he catches the ball, I'm right there, and then immediately gets 5 yards of separation.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the
Don't
football.
drop the ball. Don't drop the ball. Don't drop the ball. Can't drop the ball. Don't drop the ball. And don't trust him to do anything. Matter of fact, just block him. Just block him. Since he's not going to go out for a route, just block him.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Blasted as he
And
lets it
throw
go.
a kick.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
Why the head movement? Just run the route, bro. This game's kill me with the stupidity. He never runs it like that, and now he runs it this way. Why does he do that? Just why, game? Why? He has no movement. Just cut inside. I'm throwing it thinking he's cutting inside. And you let because he does that. No one's gonna fall for that anyway. Like, man, y'all just cheat so much on this game. Why would he do that?
From the gun, the ground game. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Throws for the tight
Go
end.
to the ball. It's two people sitting right there, bro. I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
Leaves it with the back.
There's two people right there, and they back away from the ball.
Threatened deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They move on top here in the fourth. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The extra
Unreal.
point is good, and now
It's unbelievable.
in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
It's unreal.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
That's why we don't run it out. That's why we don't run it out, because nobody ever blocks anything. I catch the ball at the 6 and can't get anywhere but to the 18.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead in just a few
You
minutes.
do random animations on the routes game, and then you don't let my guys block.
He'll start this drive going to the air.
And that's an airmail. Last drive, it's a drop. Now it's an airmail to start the drive. Just wish they would stop cheating. Just play the game the pure way the whole time. Why does it have to be this way every time? Why does it have to be now I got to drop the ball and now I got to airmail stuff? Why does it have to be that way? It doesn't have to, EA. You don't have to do that.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snags it over the middle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard and picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Spillman. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
They get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage. Try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
You just do it that way. Hurry up. Hurry up. Kenny, you got to be better. You already know you don't have any time to do anything. You know that.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. It's Whalen. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's
Turbo
running down.
mode.
Fourth quarter, need a score.
Turbo
Great
mode.
execution to get the
Turbo
first down. We
mode.
need a lot more of this on this drive.
What are we playing? Turbo mode.
Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Jones. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Offense gets set for second down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking left.
Drops the ball.
Really could have used that catch there. Physical.
Drops the ball.
He drops the ball.
That incompletion, man.
Ow,
it's
ow.
go time.
I'm gonna drop it.
There's no more holding back. They've
Drop
got
the
to have
ball.
this play. Trailing. They need a big play. Which one of that play?
Good morning. Are you going to work? All right. Have a good day.
In this moment when I gotta have it.
Touch pass on the run. Runs it all the way down.
I'm out of bounds. I'm out of bounds.
Mark him out of bounds at the 12.
He just said they marked him out of bounds.
Stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Handoff to Jones. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, they get up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
See, what's on? See, drive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start.
Oh, God, man.
decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Completes it in the middle. Touchdown, Hawkeye! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they decide to tie it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we could be headed for free football. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Gage. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! And they score first here in overtime.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone.
Drive on the ball. Safety drive up. Drive on the football.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime.
And this crowd was already going nuts, and now they're really going nuts. I mean, you could hear them causing the confusion with the offense being so loud. The snap count's hard to determine. And then they make the big play and get the interception, and now they're going more nuts. This crowd is having an impact on this football game.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, man.
Great. Yeah, right.
If you know Rece Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Rece Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.